I'm from Oshkosh originally, and I came down to school with my sister. My sister and I are about the same age, so we went to school together. I started out at UW-Madison as a business major, and then my dad identified early on that I probably wouldn't like that. And then my brother suggested I go into civil engineering. When I started off in school, there's probably about, I'd say it was probably about 10 or 15% women. There's very few women in the engineering classes I was in. And then you kind of watch that over time. And when I started with the city, there's a couple women engineers, but not very many. It's mostly male. But over time, the city has really grown and got a lot more women and minority engineers. When I came to the city, I was an hourly drafter, and then eventually I got promoted to designer to do street and sanitary and storm design. Eventually I started to do private development work where you assist developers and consultants on trying to get their approvals and get their projects off the ground. Eventually I ended up moving down to the Parks Department as the Parks Planning and Development Manager, so I stayed there for a couple years, and then this last stint I came back as the Principal Stormwater Engineer. So I like the problem solving aspect of it. I like being able to look at a problem and see if there's a way to come up with a solution and make it a good solution. And I also like the atmosphere. I like the fast-paced work that we do at the city. I like being able to see a project from the beginning to the end and actually watch it get constructed and know that I had something to do with that. Management, so I oversee making sure projects are, staying on track, trying to be a little bit involved in everything, making sure that we have money for our budgets. We are the people who are planning the projects to get constructed, and making sure that we are doing things in an efficient way, in a well thought out designs, keeping things kind of moving forward. It's nice to see that things are starting to change. So the city, I could say this, is very progressive in that regard, so we're lucky to be able to be in this environment. I'd really love to get away from the mindset of, you're a woman, this is not a typical role for you, or, these are the type of people that are stereotypically in these roles, and just, let people be able to bring to the table their skill set versus judging them versus on, where they come from or what their background is.